and welcome my soul tribe. So we have another general timeline. So remember that these are collective. Receive what aligns, release what does not, okay? Never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. You are a conscious creator. You shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. Now there probably will be an extended because this one's a bit interesting. This one I was like, this is a bit of a puzzle we're going to dive into. So the two main energies that we have, and again with masculine and feminine energy, shift things as they align for you. We have the spy, okay? We have seeker of secrets, intelligence, covert, undercover, okay? And obviously that person there is on the computer in the dark. Now, if you're dealing with somebody who's an actual spy, I don't think you would know they're a spy, at least if they're good at their career, unless you're watching this and you are one. But this is more so somebody that I feel is researching. Okay, they're researching you, basically. Unless you are the one who's doing the researching, watching this, right? And there's a reason for this. We also have the spiritual seeker, devotee to the inner path, meditation, insight, and practice. So I'm more so sensing those of you watching this are probably aligned with this energy, where you're more spiritual, you're more connected in with your intuition, you're following your aligned path, right? So this person is doing this research on you, okay? Because they want to know what's of value to you. They want to know kind of what's your higher timeline and what you are building, okay? Now, I'm not sure at this time if this is someone that, you feel like you already know, you're connected with, or if this is somebody you're manifesting in, if this is a secret admirer, if this, who this is. We're going to probably dive into that in the extended. But right now, I see you just kind of doing your own thing, focused on creating your higher timeline with your 10 of Cups. Okay? And this person is in the 4 of Pentacles energy. So they're feeling like they want things to be more secure with you. Okay? They're feeling a bit insecure. There's an individual here. I can't show these cards. This is the Erotic Fantasy Tarot. They're beautiful. Okay, I highly recommend them for those of you that are old enough to have them. However, I can't show them on the screen, but they're great with for you to receive messages. They're wonderful. So there's 4 of Pentacles on, like, kind of tied to a rock, and there's a person here that's kind of like in the fetal position. So the reason this person is doing this research is deep down they're insecure. Okay, they're insecure in this connection. Okay, they've had some sort of tower moment here, some sort of realization. Maybe an ancestor got their attention because we have the Sun card here. We know that the tower clears the way and kind of revealed something to this person about you, right? And it feels like they're opening up and they're listening to their heart space. We have the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands, but they're also seeing clearly the obstacles in the way, what they have to kind of address in their experience in order to move forward with you. Okay. But it's like they see you and that's what they want, right? Okay. With the 3 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Strength card here, it's like they want to know what is of value to you. What value can they bring to you? What value can they bring to your community, to your projects? They want to be of use to you, basically, right? So strong, like, masculine energy is coming through there, but instead of just asking you, okay, they're like researching. They're researching about things that you're interested in. They're researching about spiritual topics because they want to be able to hold a conversation with you and feel like they're aligned at your level, okay? Now, if you're in the feminine energy, most likely you are in this 2 of Cups energy, okay? And yes, she's kind of in the fetal position too, but she's up on a branch. So she's not very reachable. She has her cup, she knows her value, and she has, the other cup sitting right there. So it's like, okay, if you rise to meet me, just like you can have this cup, right? If you elevate your vibration, I'm not going to lower myself. I'm sitting right here. Okay. It's beautiful up here. Like, this is what you desire, but I'm not going to lower myself, my frequency, my boundaries, my values, to meet you. You're going to have to match my energy. And that's what spiritual people do. That's what spiritual women do, and feminines do, particularly in relationships, is really challenge the masculine to tap into their heart space, to step into their healthier energies, to face their fears, to spiritually mature, right? to integrate their shadow, to come into a space of unconditional love, right? But feminine energy is like magical conduits, right? We're like magical conduits who require transmutation from others. We require people to level up, right? And it's not necessarily in the physical, right? It's not necessarily by money or egoic things. In fact, it's more so in the energetic, in the emotions, in the integrity, in the behaviors, right? And yes, the aligned action too. So if you're in the feminine energy, like you're like, I'm sitting here, this is what I desire, come match my energy. Like that's your energy, feminine. I love it. Okay, I'm getting the same attitude that kind of came through from the timeline from, well, by the time this premieres, it would be probably 2 nights ago. Okay, it's the clarity timeline, right? So this person is wanting to pretty much do what it takes. They're doing this research to find out what you're interested in, what's of value to you, how they can kind of support you, and how they can also, I don't want to say it's manipulative, but it kind of, I mean, they want your friends and family to see the value in them too, right? They want to be seen as favorable by your community. They want to be seen as favorable by your friends. Because there's 2 women here and I'm not getting third party, and 3 pentacles, and there's a man climbing up there to, it looks like, get the honey, okay, from these beehives, okay? And it's like these 2 women here are pregnant, but they're giving Empress energy, okay? So there's this sense of you kind of have what for the most part, you have things handled, you have kind of what you desire, but this person wants to go above and beyond, right? They're like, yeah, I know that you have what you desire, but I want to bring you more. And they want to bring this Ace of Pentacles energy. And you notice that's up on a branch as well. So that's a very solid new beginning here, right? And I love that there's crystals in the background instead of mountains, because that represents the high frequency, the transmutation energy. So this masculine energy is wanting to go above and beyond, to collaborate with you, to be of value to you, your friends, your family, your projects. Okay. And then we have the Strength card, right? Yes, there might be a little bit of flexing. They might want to show off their strengths, right? But I mean, who doesn't want to show off their strengths or be, of assistance to those that they care about, right? How you're feeling about this is what I'm sensing is like, yes, you want things to move forward, but with the right aligned energy, right? We have the Chariot, and they're very much enveloped in each other, okay? In a very loving way. The Chariot is the 4 of momentum. It's the balance of the light and the shadow. It's typically driven by the Emperor energy, but his heart space is open. So he's not the toxic or the fragile masculinity. He is the heart-centered masculine Emperor taking aligned action. Okay, and that's, I think, what you require here, feminine. Okay, and we do also have the Hierophant, which is a smart choice. So this person is, again, they're doing this research, they're navigating very carefully because they want to make the right choice for this connection, or the right choice for this introduction, or basically to bring you an offer that you will accept. They're afraid of being rejected here, right? They know that there's competition with the 5 of Swords, but with the 6 of Wands, they are determined here. Okay, they are determined. And we have the 10 of Wands as well. So they know that there's a cycle that, it's going to take work, right? There's certain things that they need to release. I'm seeing scheduling in my third eye. So like your schedules might be challenging at this time. Okay, that would be for those of you that if you know each other and you kind of already have somewhat of a connection here. But again, it's not a secure one, because this masculine energy, is kind of insecure, and you're not insecure, but you're not opening up until you see or receive the offer that you feel is in alignment with you, right? What you desire. And for each and every one of you, that could be very different. Some of you, that's a traditional committed relationship. Some of you, it could be anything. There are so many different types of relationships, but it's about you being true to yourself and authentic about what you want to move forward and what's in alignment for you, right? And I think, especially since you're the spiritual seeker, and again, like this person is trying to learn the lingo. They're trying to learn all about spiritual topics and practices. And if you've talked to them about practices, they want to know. Funny little side note story here is like, one person I dated in the past told me, after, he became my ex, down the road, we had a conversation. He was like, I'm dating spiritual women now and I'm learning so much. I'm like, that's great. Like, be open for transformation because that is inevitable, right? So like, it's interesting. It's mysterious. It's honestly what I think a lot of masculines seek, right? And so that's what this person is doing here. Because I think they do see you as their 10 of cups and they want to make the right choice. They also have had some sort of wake up call with the Tower. Okay, they've had a big wake up call. Could be a past life remembrance thing. It could be an ancestor, could have been a dream. It depends on how open they are spiritually. Like, we all connect in different ways depending on how open we are. Okay. So yeah, this is quite interesting. So this person's trying to figure you out. Good luck. Because, spiritual feminines are quite mysterious and we're always evolving. So you think you have us figured out, and then there's another layer. There's another layer, right? But it's all by design. But yes, there's deep fulfillment here. I think with the 10 of Cups, this person is thinking, obviously, there's a lot of passion here. Okay, there's a lot of passion and attraction. Okay, and playfulness and joy and happiness. Okay, kind of overflowing here. But with the Sun card and the 10 of Cups, there's also this sense of, and the Ace of Pentacles, this being a very grounded and public connection, right? This isn't sneaking around. This isn't, people don't know what you are. This is pretty clear. It's clear to everybody, not just from your public displays of affection, but maybe it's a ring on your finger. Maybe it's living together. It's very clear, or at least that's what this person wants, that like you're together. That's the energy kind of that is coming through here. But also with the Strength card, you challenge this person to temper their ego, to balance out their ego, right? So it's quite interesting. And I pulled 2 other character cards, and we have the Athlete, Seeker of Vitality, Exercise, Life, Strength, and Speed. And we have the Lover, Romance, Love, Romance, Reproduction, and Infinity. Okay. So I'm going to now take this into the extended. We're going to get a bit more curious. I want to know who this person is to you. I want to know deeper about how you feel about them. I want to uncover some of their insecurities with the 4 of Pentacles energy. And then look into like this Athlete and Lover energy. That could be an identifier here. It could also be that this person is like wanting to rush in, all right? Because they see you as their ideal partner. So if this, I hope that this brought you value. Okay, again, receive what aligns, release what doesn't, never take anything that doesn't resonate with you. For those of you joining me in the extended, that is linked in my Patreon extended videos only membership, which is in the description box below. Thank you so much. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.